Futuridium EP casts you as a lone pilot lost in a dimensional loop. Destined to travel to and fro across a series of small flat surfaces, you must avoid obstacles and shoot blocks in order to open up a dimensional gate to the next area. It's sort of like Star Fox by way of sliders. You control your craft by dragging your finger around the left side of the screen. It's a surprisingly sensitive system, with small gestures sending your spacecraft zigzagging through space. Tapping the right side of the screen will let you do a 180. Swiping the top right-hand side of the screen lets you flick between music tracks and switch the camera between first and third person perspective. This setup isn't ideal and can lead to accidental shifts in perspective. You've got an energy bar, which is slowly depleting. Firing at the blue blocks placed around the stage will not only keep this meter full, but ultimately open the dimensional gateway. Colliding with either blocks or the environment will cause your craft to explode, and cost you a big chunk of energy when you reappear. You've got a cannon strapped to your craft, which you should probably keep firing as you're moving around. It does a good job of blowing away the blue cubes, but the range on the weapon seems difficult to gauge. While the vector-based 3D visuals and the pumping electronica elevate things somewhat, it's not a particularly accessible experience. This is a shame because under the jerky controls and harsh gameplay mechanics lies something enticing. Learning the best way to approach a stage and completing it in as few passes as possible is quite rewarding, but only if you have the persistence to really persevere. This is one of those games that speaks to the old school gamer, and might be worth a look for the right type of player. If the controls are tweaked, more players might be willing to jump on board. This has been James with appspy.com. We review, you decide.